You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. Only one Kenobi here. Only one. We finally get to the armorer. And look at the pose I've got her in. I've not moved her out of that pose. I just put her on this figure stand here, when I opened her. And I haven't left it. I don't know why. I like it. It's a figure stand from Ian's Display Accessories that a lot of people ask where I get my stands from. And I get them from him. I used to get them from, I don't know. These are just... I think these are knockoffs from China, these are like the same sculptors they did the Saga collection. So I beg your pardon, Saga Legends, I believe. Those stands, you could get grey ones, black ones, beige, silver. But because I went for black and I've got tons of them, I thought I'd get, all black modern stands. But so I got those. That's a little sort of mention for him. Not that I get paid or anything to mention him, but I do buy my stuff from him and my Protect Star cases as well. Oh my God, what am I doing? I'm going off on this mad tangent talking about Ian's Display Accessories. Let's talk about... Oh, look at this figure, man. She's great, but look at the pose I have her in. As I say, it's just a circumstance of having her on the stand. I don't know why. She's just sort of like, knee cocked forward. And, do you know what? Brilliant. I don't know how deep these peg holes are, One thing I've noticed about these modern figures is some of them, they aren't very, that's the problem with her, right? Look at that. It's really shallow peg holes. That's the one gripe about the figure. But in terms of how she looks, she is awesome. She sounds awesome. And she's a fucking badass as well, man. You should see how she fights. If you haven't seen The Mandalorian, season 1, last episode. And she sees off a little squad of stormtroopers. Why I took her off the stand then, I don't know, because I can't get her back on. And then I just have her with the two. She's got the prongs here in one hand, and then the hammer, mallet, whatever you want to call it, in the other. Right, that was a nightmare getting that sorted. I couldn't get the prongs back in her hand, couldn't get her back on the stand. But I tell you what, that's why I've got her in that pose. You've got not much choice, but she looks good. So you probably need, a little bit of blue tack or something to keep her steady in one place. But you can get her on the stand, but the peg holes are not very good. But look at the figure. I haven't got a 6-inch of her. I haven't got many 6-inch at all, really. I've kind of said goodbye to that line of figures. Because, I want to invest in this line, the original. Bring it on. And the card back is immense, but we'll have another look at the figure just since she's spinning around there. Really nice. And I know that the 6-inch version has soft here, but that texture there, it just looks soft. Look at the helmet. Really nice. Reminds me a little bit of the Rocketeer. If you've seen the Rocketeer. I used to think Zori Bliss reminded me of the Rocketeer, but she does more so. Look at that. The back of that helmet is so Mandalorian. It's so Boba Fett. And what I've done is I've also brought in another female of the species. This is Sabine Wren here. I thought Sabine had a similar helmet style visor to the Armorer and also to Bo-Katan, but she doesn't. I think this lady here, the Armorer, does. She's just turning her back on us. We'll wait for it to come around again. I think her visor is a certain way. I think maybe that sort of signifies that females have a different visor. Style. Look at that, see? More kind of a tear. And then look down at... I thought Sabine's was like that, but it's not. But it does go up. It is raised. It has got more of a, less of a straight slit, more contours. And then look at, here's the Mandalorian here. Din Djarin. It's a really good figure, that, by the way. It looks great with that extra weathering. He looks awesome. She looks pretty cool, actually. Look at that. Nice. And then back we go to the Armorer. Really nice. The card back is also excellent. Really good figure, actually. Card back image. And there it is. I'd say that looks more like a photograph than many of them do. I could be wrong. It could be another CGI thing, except it's in a darkened room. And you can get away with it, but really nice. And I will show you the figure as well in the bubble. And I'll go through the articulation as well. I'll struggle to get her back on the stand. Look at that chest plate there. That's really nice, isn't it? I presume it's Beskar, but it's more of a, that kind of copper finish. It's very nice. suits that sort of cauldron, blacksmith atmosphere that's going on there. Brilliant. So we are, by the way, VC179 of the Vintage Collection Quick Shot series. I nearly said wish list, and I've just been talking about my wish list on my couple of episodes ago. But 179, and let's have a look at her articulation, actually, because, you know, she got everything. Absolutely fantastic. They're not messing around now. You know, going back to early figures in the Vintage Collection in 2010, they did ball jointed hips then, and then they had this thing even going right back to 2012. They started to do hinged hips, which is bizarre, but now every figure you get has got ball jointed hips, which is what you need. It's got ball jointed everything. And I don't usually do articulation like that. I usually leave that to other reviewers, but can she do it backwards and forwards? She can. Look at this. Look at that. This, oh man, watch your back 6-inch line. This stuff is back. And this is what I want. I want more of this line, because I am damned if I'm buying everything I own again in 6-inch. No way. I never got sucked into it, I'm afraid. But they can do it in this scale as well. I just don't want to see this line die. I've just got so much I want them to bring out as well. So check out, if you want to see my, speaking of the wish lists, check it out. I've got a load of figures that I want them to do. Dooku, Bib Fortuna. Someone was talking about Dooku earlier online as well. Again, everyone wants Dooku, man. Where is he? Bring it out. So I'm just going to put Din Djarin to spin because I don't want to see her fall off. But it's really nice. It's a great figure. Go get her, man. I think she is still available. I don't know. I should be careful with what I say. I know that the other day I bought myself another Chirrut Imwe because you can't buy him on his own with Star Action figures, but you can get him in the full wave. So I bought that wave again. So I ended up getting another Jedi Luke. And there you go. I've already got one of them. But, you know, I could open him and do something. Oh, my God. Do something with the Jedi Luke easily till the cows come home. I don't know why I'm filming him now, but I just wanted to show... That's a terrible shot. Blurred and horrible. Come on, man. Work with me here. I just wanted to show you the back of his jetpack. She says something to him, the armourer. She says the excess can be used for the foundlings or something like that. Or she said the excess you can use for whistling birds. But I'm sure she says something about this backpack. He gets it at the end of season 1. But she says something to him. And he says, it'll be an honour. It'll be an honour, I'm sure. Because that looks like that's made out of Beskar, that rocket pack. Is it? Let me know if you know. Because apart from the chest and he's already got a pauldron, he gets a hell of a lot of Beskar at the end of episode 3, season 1. Warranted. Your efforts are warranted. He gives him all that Beskar, and he just really only gets a chest plate, and unless he reforges the helmet, and he gets just a couple of extra pads. So I could presume a lot of excess went to the foundlings and maybe the jetpack. I don't know. So if anyone knows that, let me know. Here's the armourer again. Thank you very much for watching. I'm not ending on that shot because she's out of focus. I'm not having that. I'm not having that either. There you go. Thank you for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. And this has been the way. This is the way. This is the way.